found your boots still by the door, the ones you wore in '94. Your coat still hangs where you'd let it rest, that scent of pine still on your vest. But what I touched with shaking hand was that old scarf I knit by land, the red one with the frayed up ends you wore through blizzard storms and bends. The scarf still smells like you, like hay and smoke and morning dew. I held it close, I breathed it in, and let my tears fall from my chin. You may be gone, but that thread's true, still wrapped in love. The scarf still smells like you. You said it scratched, you said it itched, but wore it still through every ditch. I saw it once near Canyon Cold, wrapped round your neck, fighting the bolt. Now it's folded on our chair, the one you fixed when legs gave scare. And every time I pass that seat, I swear I hear your boots repeat. The scarf still smells like you, like coffee mugs and campfires hue. I press it soft against my chest to hush this ache that will not rest. No need for gold, no grand ado, you left me warm. The scarf still smells like you. They asked if I'd let your things go, but I said no, 'cause some threads hold more than wool can show. The scarf still smells like you, like laughter caught in sunset's blue. I'll keep it close till my time's due, then bring it with me straight to you. No grave too far, no stars too few. I'll find you where the skies turn new, and bring the scarf that still smells like you. Out where the oak trees meet the high deserts end, I first saw her silhouette against the sun's descent. An old cabin stood, weathered by wind and rain, where echoes of laughter trace the edge of my pain. She danced on the porch, a scarf in her breeze, her laughter a melody, soft as the whispering leaves. His shadow called my name through the whispers of the plain, in the twilight's fading glow, where our lost memories remain. Underneath the starlit frame, all my dreams became a strange. A shadow called my name, and the silence never changed. Years flowed like the river across the gravel roads where once we wandered, now I walk alone. The saddle sits dusty on an empty, tired mare. Her eyes look to the trail as if she still sees you there. That old porch swing sways with a creaking sound, a symphony of what was lost and never to be found. His shadow called my name through the whispers of the plain, in the twilight's fading glow where our lost memories remain. Underneath the starlit frame, all my dreams became estranged. His shadow called my name, the silence never changed. So here's my confession on this long and lonesome ride. The heart holds on to love as the soul tries to hide. In the dust of the trails, in the rain that starts to fall, I've learned that shadows linger even as the night calls. His shadow called my name through the whispers of the plain, in the twilight's fading glow where our lost memories remain. Every sunset paints the pain, the colors of the love I can reclaim. The shadow called my name, and I'm still calling hers in vain. In the distance, a coyote calls to the moon, a lone and haunting tune, as his shadow fades away like the closing of a day too soon. There's a cabin on the ridge where the cottonwoods sigh, where we carved our names under that wide frontier sky. A scarf she left behind on the hook by the door still dances with the wind on that old wooden floor. Each creak sounds like the steps of her boots coming round, but it's just echoes of silence. In the shadows I'm bound. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. The seasons turn their pages, the rains washed away the paths to our dreams where old promises lay. From the porch I watch stars flicker where her eyes used to shine. There's just the cold whisper of the pines. A lone saddle sits idle where once we'd ride side by side. Now I roam these empty rooms where our love used to reside. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. In the stillness of the night, I feel her close yet so far. A silhouette against the moon, a whispered sigh from a star. If this land could speak, tell me to find where I belong. But every every trail without her feels uncertain and wrong. Her goodbye tied down under skies vast and profound. I wander these lands where our love once was crowned. And as the horizon swallows the sun with a frown, in the heart of this cowboy, her goodbye's tied down. Her goodbye forever tied down. Out where the oak trees shadow forgotten trails, silhouettes paint the past on gravel, dust, and rails. Underneath the starry skies where once we lay and dreamed, now just echoes bounce round this broken cabin's beam. Starry night echoes carry my whispers to you, each twinkle a reminder of the love that we once knew. My heart's still sitting on that old porch swing, waiting for the wind to bring you back again to me. Long gone the laughter that filled the empty air. Your scarf still lies on the saddle, though you're no longer there. The river sings lonesome as it flows by the ridge. Like my heart, it keeps moving past the broken bridge. Starry night echoes carry my whispers to you, each twinkle a reminder of the love that we once knew. My heart's still sitting on that old porch swing, waiting for the wind to bring you back again to me. Sometimes I think I see you by the willows in the mist, or hear your song in the whispers of the rain's soft kiss. But it's just the wild land and the memories that stay, holding on to shadows as the stars fade to gray. Starry night echoes now just whispers in the breeze, a chorus of what was and the quiet sighs of trees. Here I am, a lone figure neath the vast endless gleam, holding on to dreams where you still dream with me. Starry night echoes, oh, how they sing of you and me. Out by the whispering creek where the oak trees weave, my boots stirred the dust, your scarf caught the breeze. We carved our names under that old porch light. Now I'm talking to shadows in the falling night. The creek sings low, a sorrowful sound, in the place where my heart first got bound. Oh, the creek haunts with its lonely call, where our echoes lie neath the twilight shawl. Every stone and turn, a memory's breath, and the quiet sobs of the stream. I feel your depth, the sunset bleed, it knows my cost. At the creek haunts, where I loved and lost. The years rolled like the wheels down a gravel road. The cabin's empty, the fire's cold. Your laughter's a ghost in the rustling leaves, and I'm a shadow man with a heart that grieves. The trails we walk now overgrown, in the creek haunts I wander alone. Oh, the creek haunts with its mournful sigh, where dreams drift like clouds in a stormy sky. Each whisper in the wind, you name it, calls amongst the crumbling pines and the weeping falls. The dust settles deep where our love was tossed. At the creek haunts, where I loved and lost. And oh, my sweet, does the wind carry cries to the stars above from my tear-dimmed eyes? For each night I lay by these haunted streams, you visit me softly in the thorns of my dreams. Yes, the creek haunts with its lonesome moan, a cradle of echoes where I've grown old. The shadows stretch as the day departs, in the creek haunts amidst broken hearts, a silhouette against the fading gloss. At the creek haunts, where I loved and lost. So I'll saddle my sorrows, ride the dusty dawn, by the creek that haunts where you're forever gone. And maybe these trails under skies vast and blue will one day heal the scars of losing you. But until then, in the dust I'll trust. At the creek haunts, where I loved and lost.
In the valley where the cottonwoods remember, my love carved her name on a forgotten old oak. Underneath the sky's ember, we promised forever. Her shadow mingled with mine, neither of us spoke. The wind was our witness, whispering through the grass. As the sun dipped low, our love was cast. Oh, his shadow stood still on that dusty gravel road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed. In the silence, all I find is her absence there. Years drift like tumbleweeds over old trails. The cabin by the creek stands quiet and forlorn. Her scarf still hangs on a rusty old nail, a faded fragment of the days now torn. The porch creaks under steps of solitude, where once we danced to life's sweet tune. His shadow stood still on that dusty gravel road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed, and the wind carries whispers of a love now spared. Oh, how the rains came down like sorrow from above, washing away the tracks we made side by side. Yet in every storm I search the clouds for our lost love, hoping the raindrops speak of where her love resides. His shadow stood still, but mine's cast long and thin, on paths unwalked and sunsets growing dim. If I could ride back to where our world began, I'd tell her I still see her in every shadow, every span. Yes, his shadow stood still as I journeyed to fulfill the promise of a love time cannot kill.
In the town of Broken Spur, under a bleeding sky, there stood an oak, its limbs like prayers stretching wide. That's where we carved our names in the heart of the bark, where his shadow fell apart as day slipped into dark. Oh, the winds, they whisper secrets through the rustling leaves. His scarf still smells like dust and dreams woven with grief. Every sunset paints his face on the clouds, torn and stark. In the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. Years rolled like tumbleweeds past the empty cabin's call. Gravel roads hold echoes of his footsteps, that's all. The saddle sits untouched, the reins lay soft and slack. Memories fade like trails, they don't lead him back. Oh, the winds, they whisper secrets through the rustling leaves. The scarf still smells like dust and dreams woven with grief. Every sunset paints his face on the clouds, torn and stark. In the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. The rain speaks in rhythms on the dusty window pane, telling tales of the cowboy who won't ride through again. In the heart of every storm, amidst the thunder's arc, lies a shattered piece of a lonesome wayward heart. So let the wind carry away the whispers through the rustling leaves. His scarf still tangled in my fingers with dust and shattered dreams. Each sunset a reminder of love's enduring mark. On the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. In the whisper of the leaves, where every shadow fell apart.
Tied my horse just past the pine. The town looks smaller this second time. No signs of us, no porch light lit, just echoes of where a ghost once sit. I passed the church, the general store, where you once danced across the floor. But now it's dull, the window's gray, and folks don't smile or look my way. I left without a trace this time. No goodbye kiss, no borrowed rhyme, no letter carved on tabletop, no whiskey toast, no name to drop. I walked right past that broken inn where we carved hearts in busted tin. I asked the barkeep, she still come by. He said, "Whose son?" And that's when I died. I sat alone in that corner booth, the one she'd claimed like gospel truth. I ran my hand along the wood where once she swore we'd always be good. I ordered rye like back in fall, said her name soft, just loud enough to call. A couple turned and gave blank stares as if her name dissolved in air. I left without a trace this time. No boot prints in the dusted line, no glances back, no cowboy lore, just silent steps on memory's floor. I brought her name like some old song, but no one knew who it belonged. It hung in air, then disappeared like a love that died when no one hears. I thought pain was missing someone, but worse is when the world forgets they ever run. So I left without a trace this time, not out of rage, not out of crime, just knew there's nothing left to find. When even ghosts don't seem inclined, I tipped my hat, paid the ride, and whispered one last soft goodbye. Her name fell flat, the world stood still, she's gone. But I was never real.
Out where the oak tree casts shadows long and lean, by the whispering creek where we carved our names unseen. An old red scarf faded by the sun and the sin, place where my heart knew peace, where our tales begin. The campfire's glow, warm against the cold night's roar, each spark a memory, your laughter the fire's core. Oh, campfire, shut the door on those golden days. Now I roam these gravel roads in a lonesome haze. The stars don't shine as bright when I sing your name. Lost loves echo a mournful tune. we sit on that porch with creaking wood. The cabin stands empty, dreams lost where we once stood. The rain taps on the roof like the beat of your heart. Dust settles where dances swirled, now worlds apart. The trail we once walked, now overgrown, not a trace, just a wandering wind through an empty embrace. Oh, campfire, shut the door on those golden days. Now I roam these silent hills in a lonesome haze. The moon hangs low, heavy with the tales we spun. My shadow stretches far, melting with the setting sun. If I could ride one last time down that old lane, feel the wind, hear your voice calling soft and plain. Maybe this heartache could find its final rest underneath the oak's arms where we love best. So campfire, shut the door, let those embers die. I'll carry this torch alone neath the vast, endless sky. Every sunset a reminder of what the heart keeps. Even as the cowboy sings, the memory weeps. Campfire, shut the door, leave me with the night. A silhouette against the stars, holding on too tight. Out by Lonely Hill where the oak tree stands, I carved our names in the bark with these weathered hands. We watch sunsets paint the sky, just you and me. In that old cabin shadow, we were wild, we were free. Oh, Lonely Hill, you hold my heart in your rugged ground, where we ran through dreams with no one else around. Now the wind whispers through the grass, a soft mournful sound. Lonely Hill, where my love, oh, she died young. Seasons turned and the frost came to claim the land. Your scarf's still in my pocket, but there's no warmth in my hand. That gravel road we wandered, now overgrown, leads back to an empty porch where memories moan. Oh, Lonely Hill, you hold my heart in your rugged ground, where we ran through dreams with no one else around. The oak tree stands silent under stars that still astound. Lonely Hill, where my love, oh, she died young. Underneath that vast prairie sky, hear her call. In the rustle of the leaves, in the autumn's gentle paw, riding trails now fading, where our laughter once rang tall. Her echo in the canyon, a haunting love enthrall. Oh, Lonely Hill, you cradle dreams that never age. out by the oak tree where the wildflowers sigh. I first saw her smile with the sun in her eyes under that broad sky where our dreams used to fly. Her laughter would linger like clouds in blue skies. Its shadow hides on the old porch where we kissed, in the creak of the saddle, in the evening soft mist. Every gravel road whispers her name through the pines. His heart rides the wind where her memory entwines. The cabin sits empty, the doors open wide, like the gap in my heart since she left my side. The path's overgrown where we once used to tread, through meadows and moonlight where our promises were said. His shadow hides on the old porch where we kissed, in the creak of the saddle, in the evening soft mist. Every gravel road whispers her name through the pines. His heart rides the wind where her memory entwines. Now the sunset bleeds red over land she once roamed. This cowboy's alone, his heart's without home. No more her soft whisper, just the wind's lonely sound. But her scent in the rain on this parched, dusty ground. His shadow hides where our old dreams lie asleep, in the rustle of leaves, in the secrets they keep. Through the whispers of time, down the trails that unwind, his soul's tethered still to the love left behind. Let his heart ride the wind, let her memory entwine, in the shadows and dust where the past can't resign. His shadow hides, and with each setting sun, feels everything deep, yet says nothing, rides on. In the shadow of an age-old oak, where whispers cling to leaves, I found her scarf of faded blue, dance softly on the breeze. The wildlands stretch vast and wide beneath the endless flame. In that quiet town of yesterdays, a memory called my name. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. Each sunset bleeds into nights that I can't tame. Underneath the starlit sky, a memory called my name. Where the gravel road meets the horizon, mountains end, I lost more than just my way. Her laughter echoed in the hills, a sound I couldn't say. The porch still holds our stories, worn from time and pain, but the door creaks lonely melodies to rooms that won't explain. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, and the trails I once rode now just whispers in the rain. Each sunset bleeds into nights that I can't tame. Underneath the starlit sky, a memory called my name. Across the creek under the moon's soft glow, I felt her gentle touch. It's in the quiet solace where I miss her most. The silence says so much. The saddle sits untouched, the dust has laid its claim. In the heart of a Roman cowboy burns a never-ending flame. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, and the trails I once rode now just whispers in the rain. My heart's a lonesome rider on a trail marked by her name. In every fading twilight, that memory calls my name. In the echo of old hoofbeats, forever she'll remain. As long as suns keep setting, that memory calls my name. In the shadow of an oak, under skies wide and blue, I carved our names, wild hearts untamed, in a town we once knew, with laughter in our echoes and dreams in our gaze. Lies a rickety porch where we danced away those days. Oh, hollow heart carved in the bark of time's relentless sway. Each passing breeze whispers your name as the stars fade into gray. Where did you go, my sunset glow, when the night refused to end? These empty trails and whispered tales keep you close, my lost friend. Now the porch swings sway silent with a creak that sounds like cries, and the dust on that old gravel road no longer hears our lies. The cabin by the river stands lonesome, stands so cold, just like my heart since your warmth chose to fold. Oh, hollow heart carved in the bark of time's relentless sway. Each passing breeze whispers your name as the stars fade into gray. Where did you go, my sunset glow, when the night refused to end? These empty trails and whispered tales keep you close, my lost friend. By the rusted gate I pause and wait, hoping winds might bring a scent of your sweet perfume hiding through his pain, oh hollow heart carved with each beaded parts from what it's meant to hold. These hills echo the sorrow of a tale too often told, drifting like a tumbleweed where wild rivers bend. In every setting sun I see you, my lost friend. Forever you, my lost friend.
Out on the mesa where the wild sage grows, I met her under that old weathered oak. Her laughter danced on the breeze, touching my soul in that quiet town where the river winds slow. Her scarf a ribbon of red against the earth, twirling like a promise in the early morn's birth. But those eyes are ones that shone like desert stars, now just a memory in my lonely heart's bars. Her eyes fell apart like rain on old clay, leaving colors running, washing dreams away. On empty porches where we once said our part, now only whispers stay, and her eyes fell apart. Years have tumbled like leaves in the wind, and the trails we rode have grown over and thin. The cabin we dreamed in, now abandoned, stands a monument to love's labor lost to time's sands. The saddle hangs heavy, dusty and warm, like the heart in my chest, weathered and torn. Those gravel roads knew the steps of her boots, now they're silent as my old forgotten lute. Her eyes fell apart like rain on old clay, colors bleeding out, turning vibrant to gray. Where laughter echoed, now the silence takes part. She's gone with the wind, and her eyes fell apart. In the hush of the night, I stare at the stars, searching for a face in the moon's gentle scars. With the wind as my companion and the dust as my friend, I whisper secrets to the shadows as I mend. Her eyes fell apart like dusk into night, each star a teardrop she left in her flight. On these long roads where my soul can restart, I carry her memory as her eyes fell apart. Her eyes fell apart, oh her eyes fell apart. Out where the oak tree shadows weave, along the creek where I told you to leave. The gravel cracked on your boots so worn, there in the dusk of that early morn. Your scarf had danced a farewell in the breeze,
left me alone with my memories. A lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. The porch still creaks, but it's empty now. The door swings loose with a solemn vow. Rain taps on the windows, a sad old tune. Under the watch of a cold silver moon, the saddle hangs untouched, it's true, just like the heart you broke into. Lost trail remembers the echo of your laughter. Sunset bleeds like it knows what I'm after. Dust settles where your shadow fell. These winding paths, they sure feel like hell. Every stone, every thorn's an old friend on this lonely ride that never seems to end. What's left of love when the fire burns out? Just ash gray skies and a heart full of drought. But that old pine box where dreams lay to rest keeps you alive, pounding deep in my chest. Lost trail remembers, I would never forget the laughs, the tears, and those sunset regrets. I walk these roads beneath stars overhead, with you my ghost and the words never said. Every step, every sigh's a desperate plea on this lonely trail where you're still with me.
Out where the oak trees shadow old forgotten trails, I first saw her by the creek with her bucket pails. Silver laughter in the wind, scarf dancing free. Underneath that willow tree, she smiled at me. Her eyes like the flicker of a campfire's light, guiding my lonesome heart through the blackest night. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every sunset paints her face on the canvas sky, but it's her absence fills the plains where my memories lie. Years rolled like tumbleweeds past the porch where we stood. That old house now creaks with secrets of the wood. Saddle lies dusty, my boots worn thin with Rome. The trail's grown over where we once dreamed of home. Her scarf caught on a bramble, faded now and torn, whispers to the prairie grass of love forlorn. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every raindrop writes her name in the thirsty ground, but it's her silence fills the air, a haunting sound. By the lantern's pale glow on this empty cabin floor, I trace the lines of time and unlock yesteryear's door. A single teardrop mingles with the ink on this page as I write of love once vibrant, now turned sage. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, carved so deep no seasons can its mark console. And as the stars witness my heart's quiet plea, in every dusty sunset her smile's all I see. Her smile, oh her smile, carved eternally.
Shadow of the oaks, where the wild river's been, I found your scarf, a memory in the wind. It danced like smoke from the cabin's old stone flue, where you laughed under stars, the night's embrace so true. Thorns held tight in the palm of my hand, bleeding echoes of you in this forsaken land. Each sunset bleeding into a lonesome blue, I roam with the ghosts of a love I once knew. Trace gravel roads where the dust whispers past, old porches creaked with tales meant to last. But time swept you away like leaves in a storm, leaving just echoes in the boots I've worn. Thorns held tight, bleeding echoes of you in this wild, wide land. Sunset still bleeding to my lonesome blue. I roam with the ghosts of a love so true. Now I sit by the river, watching waters rush by, my reflection alone 'neath the vast prairie sky. Thoughts swirl like the leaves caught in an endless flight, grasping at the warmth of a lost golden light. Every sunset's a reminder of what used to be. On these empty trails of memory, you still walk with me.
In the shadow of Pine Tree Hill, where the creek sings low and wild, I held her close by the fading light, the prairie's wayward child. We carved our names in the old oak's arm, beneath the watchful eyes of stars, that old porch swing and her sweet perfume, in a town trapped in old mason jars. But the rains came through like a freight train's cry, with a fury born in gray. And that pine tree on the hill lay down like my love washed away. In the whisper of the leaves and the weeping of the sky, everything we built, my dear, said its long, lonesome goodbye. Now the cabin stands, but it's empty as the gulches where we played, and the trails we walked are overgrown, like the promises we made. The gravel road that led to us now just leads to somewhere else, and the scarf she left behind is just a tale upon the shelf. The rains still come like memories that flood the dusty ground. That pine tree hill stands bare and rough, where our dreams once were found. In the rustle of the fallen leaves and the moaning of the wind, I feel her slip away again, and the ache that never ends. Underneath the vast and starry sky, I whisper to the night, all the love that's lost is just the cost of living out this life. But I'd pay it all once more to feel her hand in mine, to turn back to that summer day before we lost the time. So let the pine tree lie, let the creek wash it away, with all the tears and whispered fears that marked our yesterday. And in the twilight's gentle sigh, in the solace of the gray, I'll walk these roads alone, my love, where our old pine tree lay. In the quiet winds that move the dust, I'll carry you always. Though the land forgets, my heart's set on the love that never sways.
standing by the porch of gray, where we carved our names in the wood of its heart that day. The shadow it cast, long as my memories of a scarf left swaying in the gentle breeze. Abandoned ranch, where did you go? Your empty rooms echo songs of long ago. Now only the wind whispers through the hall. Beneath the fading picture still hanging on the wall. Gone are the lights in the cabin's dim glow. Gravel roads wear a blanket of untrodden snow. That trail we walk, now overgrown and lost, like the dreams we shared to hide the cost. Abandoned ranch, where did you go? Your empty rooms echo songs of long ago. Now only the wind whispers through the hall. Beneath the fading picture still hanging on the wall. I ride these lands under the vast mournful skies, searching for a ghost in every sunset's demise. The dust kicks up like my unsettled heart, riding away and never truly apart. Abandoned ranch, I'll keep riding this lonely way, a silhouette against the sky at the end of the day. But in every whispered wind and the eagle's lonely call, I'll remember the love, the greatest find and the hardest fall.
Frost at dawn, by the creek so still, where the oak tree shadows danced upon the hill. Your laughter wove through branches cold and bare, an echo in the wind of the love we used to share. I rode past our old wooden porch, worn and gray, where we watched the sunsets at the close of day. But now only whispers on gravel roads remain, and the oak stands silent, enduring the rain. Cold morning drifts where my heart still calls your name. Across the empty cabins, love ain't quite the same. Memories like dust, kicked up by a lonesome trail, drift away on the wind, but your scent it never fails. The scarf you left still lies upon my saddle horn, faded now like the fabric of the dreams we'd sworn. The town seems quieter now you're not here. The laughter's gone, replaced
By the quiet I fear, I listen for footsteps on creaky wooden floors, and wonder if you'll pass through those swinging doors. But time's a thief and it's stolen you not spared, leaving only the shadows of the love we shared. Cold morning drifts through the emptiness inside, where my heart's a cabin with the doors flung wide. Ghosts of your laughter haunt the trails I ride, under sky so wide, where my sorrows I confide. I've whispered to the stars, spilled secrets in the night, sought solace in the moon's pale waning light. But every sunrise just tightens your absence's grip. These trails I wander without you are a sinking ship. Cold morning drifts, I'm a shadow in the dawn, riding through the memories where our love once shone. The heart may move on, but this cowboy spirit knows, in the quiet of the wild lands, old love never goes. Yes, in the cold morning drifts, your memory forever glows.